Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. This is the opposition preview. I want to try and do some more of these. Sometimes it's hard to get hold of opposition fans, but luckily I work with a Newcastle fan called Sam. He's been on the show before a couple of times. He joined us again, and let's see what he had to say. Over to you, Sam.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
How you doing, bro? You alright?
I'm good, mate. Look, he's not a Geordie, because someone said here, mate, they went, get the subtitles on for Sam. Right, mate, it's always good to talk to Newcastle fans, because I think we've got the most in common, mate, in the Premier League, to be honest with you, you know, in terms of bad owners and just really loyal fan base that deserves so much more. Let's start with Newcastle, mate. What's your feelings for this season? And, like, are you expecting anything?
Pretty much of the same last season. Still got Bruce in charge, which I'm not a massive fan of football manager wise, but I don't know. I think we might surprise a few of our own fans because we're expecting to obviously be down there. I know we finished 12th last season. We finished strong as usual. Got nothing to play for. We usually dig a few results out, but we can keep Wilson and St Maximum fit. Willock coming back in today.
Good sign.
Yeah, there's some goals in the side. If we can keep Miggy fit, that front four will be important. And then I'm also expecting a bit more from the likes of Joe Linton giving up the 9 shirt. I think there's always too much pressure on with the price tag, the number, and stuff like that. There's a couple of players I'm interested to see. Murphy coming through, not an out-and-out right back, but as a wing back in a 5 going forward. He looked very tidy the back end of last season, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. So I don't know. I think it might surprise a few. I'm not expecting top 10.
I don't think you'll go down. I think there's 3 worse teams than you. I don't think you've got a fear going down at all, Newcastle.
No, I mean, finished 17th. I mean, not surprised. And if we end up 12th, 11th, 10th, maybe. Again, I think there are some players. They're similar to you guys, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You got first 11's very, very good. It's just the depth and whether you can cope with a few injuries. You know.
Yeah. Are you happy to see Willock coming back, mate? That's a great sign. I think West Ham should have been all over him, to be honest, as well.
Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, we're quick to call the ball out and stuff, but they played it really well by not jumping in straight away and getting in. They tried to get him on loan, Brucey said this morning. And I think they've left it, see that he didn't get any game time in pre-season, see that Arteta didn't fancy him, and then they've gone, right, that's it, let's secure him. But I'm a little bit surprised not to see anyone else go in for him, but he the way we've been playing, it really suits our style. He's very much like a transition player, going from the back to the front very quickly. You know, everyone in there in midfield in West Ham's team, for example, holding the ball, probably not the right type of player. So, a good bit of business.
Yeah, mate, fantastic. So, as an opposition fan, I know you come from big West Ham family, though, mate. How do you look at West Ham then? So, as a neutral, you're looking at West Ham. Where do you think they're going to be, and who do you fear when you come up against us on Sunday?
Always been a fan of Ben Rama. I told you in work about him, didn't I, a couple of years ago. He's a player. Hold on, boy, hold on. Yeah, Ben Rama's a good player. Antonio's always dangerous. In and around the box, he's always sniffing out for goals. I know he's quite solid defensively last year. I think when we played you last, the 3-2. You had a couple of players out of that game.
Well, yeah, it's the same defence that could potentially be playing you. It's Diop and Dawson, potentially. And Dawson, the new one.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the pace to threaten in behind. But then likewise, if we don't start well and keep his, I think we probably need to score the first goal. We've got our third choice goalie in goal as well. Darlow's been back in training, but he's had COVID, so I think he's still struggling.
I said if I was Moisey, I'd be saying to Ben Rama, look, shoot, just try and test this young boy out.
He was out on loan at Swansea last year, and he did really, really well. He started every game and he's done really well. So now, I mean, it's time for him to show whether he's a Premier League goalkeeper or not. But I know he's had a good pre-season. I don't always read too much into it, but he's been playing well. He's got good results. He's scored quite a few goals. Ben Rama, I've seen him, a few tricks come out. Rice and Souček, obviously very solid. But yeah, just be interesting to see if I don't think we'll win it by keeping a clean sheet. I think we'll win it by having to get 2 or 3 like we did last time.
Yeah. What do you make of Rice then, mate? Obviously, West Ham have managed to keep hold of him. That's probably the best signing that West Ham could have done, really.
Yeah.
For now, we've kept hold of him.
I think he's unreal, mate. I tweet about him all the time. I think his character, the modern day captain, the way he's on social media, the way he's with fans. You just see videos of him in the summer with England. He's a big part of it. He's a proper leader. He's a proper footballer, proper modern day. And I think he's got everything. Got an engine. He's got a pass in him. He can tackle. He's strong. You know what I mean?
Nice guy as well. Nice guy.
He's unreal.
Really nice guy. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think then? What do you think the result's going to be? I've gone for 2-2. I think 2-2. West Ham never win their opening game, and especially against you, Callum Wilson. You know.
I know, and we do always seem to we get results against you guys. You know what I mean? That's always a massive occasion as well. Rami Dad's Sunday is like surrounded by about 10 West Ham fans. It's always just me. I mean, it's one of them. I know you finished like a lot higher than us last year, and you are just way better than us. But it's one of them. I mean, if we could see a 3-2 either way again, man, I can't see. Yeah, if we can get the forward boys running at you, and then we can get a few goals. I see like 3-2 either way.
Yeah, definitely. Well, St. Maxim terrifies me. He always does. You know, he retired a couple of years ago. Do you know what I mean? On his debut, I think his debut.
He's hard. Yeah, he's hard to mark. You can't. I mean, you man mark him, you get too tight, he'll spin you. And if you stand off him and let him run at you, he'll just run past you. He is good. I like to see his end product improved a lot last season.
Are you surprised that no one's come in for him? I know that. I think Everton were linked with him, weren't they? I think Rafa, obviously, isn't it? It's Rafa.
Yeah, but they ain't going to buy St. Maximin when they're spending 1.5 mil on Gray and Townsend on a free.
That's true.
Everyone's skint, mate. Everyone's same reason why. I know. I make excuses. This is where being a Newcastle fan and having Ashley, I think where it's been so bad for about 10 years, it's really drained the life out of me. And I say things like the whole world's skint, like every football team's skint. Just our two clubs are not willing to go and borrow money and pump a load of money into the club and take those risks, which depressingly I kind of understand because it's a tough one. It's really horrible to say, and it's not how it should be, especially you guys, your best finish in years and stuff. You want to see money being spent, you want to see squads being improved, but
you don't want to do a QPR.
And if we were out told everyone we had £10 million, you know what I mean? The right player come along in Willock and they've gone and spent 20 on him. Do you know what I mean? So the money's there. It's got to be the right deals. I hear a lot about Moyes. They ain't the right players for him, and he's not willing to just spend money on any old players. And I do get that, and you have to understand that because you've seen it with Andersons and Joe Linton with us, mate. You've spent big money on players and it ain't worked out, and these owners have their fingers burned, and it's not. You know what I mean?
And they don't want to dip in again. Yeah,
unfortunately, I do understand it, but that's just the pessimism in me being a Newcastle fan.
On owners, mate, have you seen much of the West Ham takeover stuff? Is it just sort of remind you of the stuff that goes on?
It's bang out of order as well. Because West Ham Twitter is massive nowadays. I know it just because I follow a few accounts and watch the videos, but it's so big. I just feel really sorry for the fans and the accounts and that because they're just stringing you. Like it could happen, obviously it could happen. Trust me. This is not how takeover. This is not how takeovers in general in football. It's not how they work, mate. They don't work like this. These big companies don't. You got the dough. You go and buy the club. You wake up one morning, the news is there. Trust me, I've seen many a takeover at Newcastle not happen. And these people, time wasters. Look at it's only 3 years ago that Bin Zayed and who went to buy Derby recently. He wanted Newcastle apparently. No, clowns, mate. Absolute clowns. And as soon as they get rid of them and they're stringing you along with statements and not for me, you know what I mean? Not for me.
Couple of questions before I let you go, mate. Who's your prediction to win the Premier League title then? I think at the moment, anyone who finishes above Chelsea for me wins it.
Yeah, everyone looks at City straight away, but for me, Chelsea, if they can sign I still think they can improve at the back, centre half. I think the midfield is brilliant. They've signed Lukaku, who will get 25 goals. Providing he gets the games, I expect a massive season from Havertz. Massive.
This might free Werner up, like Lukaku coming in. Do you think you might see a better Werner now? Now the pressure.
It takes the pressure off straight away because no one looks at Werner and go, "You're the man to get us to 25 to 30 goals." You know, so it does take a lot of pressure off. And if you look at Werner last season, he missed some really big chances, some really easy chances. But you get him in them positions again this season. I don't know how many goals he got, 10, 15 goals. They do turn into 20 odd goals now. So no, I expect Chelsea to run Manchester City really close. Yeah.
What about your boy's favourite player, Harry Kane? Do you think he will make the move?
No, I don't think he's going to go.
It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Be interesting.
They won 150 million, mate. It's like, it's a lot of money, you know what I mean?
If I was City, they can survive a year and then go and get Haaland next year, can't they?
But I think the Haaland business is done with someone else, and that's why no one's gone in, because you can get him this year, 120 million, he's all yours, but next year the clause is 65.
Yeah.
But there's going to be loads of teams. You're going to have all the big boys swimming about. So it's the risk you take, not putting up the dough now, but then you risk out losing him. It'll probably go to Real Madrid, really, next year.
Yeah. What about
do a big signing?
Surprise package of the season, mate? I know you always call Leicester for top four. That's usually what you always say and what you always go, Leicester top four, Leicester top four. I think they could do it this year. I do. I think they might break that ceiling this year.
Yeah. I expect them. I expect them to be top six, and I expect them to run top four close again. That's not like a surprise for me though, because I expect it, and I think they've strengthened again, man, this year.
Good plan.
They've strengthened again. And although they've lost a couple of centre backs, no, I think Leeds, man.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
I think Leeds. I think just with yous having European football, Everton and Rafa, that's going to end in tears.
What about Villa?
Yeah, I mean
they're not the best player, but they've brought in some decent players.
They have, but they've brought in some. I mean, Ings is obviously proven. Bowen, the lad from Norwich, I don't know.
Buendia, isn't it? Is that
he was going to Arsenal like 6 months ago for 35 million. I don't know what happened there. There's a couple of players you're not too sure, and Bailey. I don't know. You know what I mean?
FIFA. One of them good on FIFA.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect. They've got the side to minimum top 10. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Arsenal, no European football this year. That'll probably help Arsenal. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
The Thursday, Sunday stuff is really hard. They ain't got it this year, so that it can only help. Although I'm not a massive fan of Arteta. He's
Last question for you, mate. What did you make of the Messi stuff, mate? I know you're a massive Messi fan. What did you make of that? Do you find it weird?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't all like doom and gloom and tears like everybody else, to be honest. Because I'm being Newcastle, and you probably understand as a West Ham fan. Kind of sick and tired of hearing about big clubs and people throw from the
money, yeah.
No, I'm serious, because we're just talking about Kane. Man City can buy Grealish and Kane for potentially 250 million, but we can't have a takeover worth 300 million.
Yeah.
And then it'll cry like the Spanish league. Okay, I get why people think salary caps are wrong and like that argument. I understand it, but they've got these rules in place. Why should these big clubs be continuously allowed to break them with the Super League and with the wages? They've gone out the last 3-4 years. They've bought Dembele's, Coutinho's, Suarez, all these players. Griezmann for hundreds of millions. They're all on 300 grand a week, and now they can't afford Messi's wages.
Yeah, Griezmann's on 700 grand a week, mate.
They've not even signed Aguero yet, mate.
Yeah.
They've not even signed Aguero yet. He's not registered to play in the league yet. They're still finding ways to sort that out. How can I feel sorry for it? They've run the club into the ground, and Messi's a big problem with that, because he didn't take a pay cut years ago.
No, mate.
He's 3 million a week, I think. He's 3 million now, though, on $1 million a week at PSG, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't shocked. I'm not overly. I don't. You know what I mean? It was only going to go one of two places, and only one of them came forward, and that's PSG. But that'd be interesting to see.
I'm quite glad that what you just said there, mate. I'm quite glad that the Liga didn't step in and bend the rules to keep Messi there, because they know Messi's a big part of the TV deal.
Oh, mate, the revenue.
I'm so glad they haven't backed down.
Attraction. Yeah, and things like they signed Gary Lineker signed up this year, and he's doing the Liga this year. Like, you know what I mean? And Messi's not even there. That's quite funny.
These big teams shouldn't be immune to falling down.
No, that's what I'm saying, mate.
They shouldn't.
I know, no, exactly that. And I'm tired of hearing about that, the big clubs and that, the special treatment they continuously get. Do you know what I mean? And I'll never forget PSG writing to the Premier League about the Saudi Newcastle takeover. Do you know what I mean? I don't forget things like that. And they can continuously sign these players and spend the money they're spending. But I mean, what a pants league. You know what I mean? They even win it last year.
No, it was Lille, wasn't it? Lille.
Pathetic. Yeah, pathetic. But yeah,
Anyway,
some of them had. We've signed no one. They've signed 4 world-class players on freeze, mate.
yeah, Donnarumma, Ramos. Was it Ronaldo as well? No, Ronaldo himself for Barca, didn't he? And
Yeah,
that's world-class players.
and you decide one of the best right backs in the world for 50 million. Hey, here you go, have that.
Cheers for joining me, mate.
Pochettino's under a bit of pressure, isn't he?
Oh, mate, if you don't win the Champions League, like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean?
If he don't win the lot this year, he's got to go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Terrifying front three, though. Absolutely terrifying.
Oh, yeah. It's like one of them. Yeah. Like, it's unreal team. I look forward to seeing some of the goals. Imagine some of the highlights.
Oh, mate. They're just going to take the mick.
Next year and Di Maria. I mean, that's going to be great to see. And do you know what I mean? But it's just, yeah,
mate. Thanks for joining me, though, mate. Really hope you enjoy the game on Sunday. Hopefully,
Yeah, I hope you don't enjoy the game Sunday.
You know what? I'm so glad I'm not in work on Monday. I always dread the Newcastle game and the Chelsea game because I work with, obviously, Sam's Newcastle.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
No, but listen, we've had good results, yeah. And I sent a tweet a few weeks ago. A few misunderstood it. Thought I was saying bad about West Ham. So I said it reminds me of this time last year. And I said, I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the game. I think I was having a dig at the results. I meant the unrest before the season started. This is the exact same as last year, and we had each other on open day. And it was nothing to do with results. But no, I mean, I give my dad a bit of stick in that, but I don't go in ish. Beat us again and get relegated. Like, where's the fun in that? Like,
yeah, that's it, mate. Anyway, mate, enjoy the game. Thanks for coming on. Maybe we'll have a little chat in the week after the game. Maybe we'll do a little review next week if you want. If you want to have a little chat, we'll talk about the game if you want to come on next week.
Yeah, sweet, mate. Say bye to Mr.
See you later, mate.
See you later, man.
Take it easy, mate. Thanks for coming on. Cheers.
Ciao,
See you later. So that's Sam. As I say, good as gold, Sam. You know.
So a big thank you to Sam. Thanks for joining in. Hopefully we can talk to him next week. And I'll be gloating that we've won, or he'll be gloating at me that they've won. Big thank you to Sam. Anyway, guys, if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't already. Until next time, come on you Irons, keep believing. Let's start with a bang. Let's go.